All right, Travel Diaries, Las Vegas. Let's get this morning started. Alexa, open drapes. So, good morning, good morning. Robe Life hasn't entered the channel for a while. You know how much I love Win and Encore, but I will have to say that I'm really not digging these robes. They're really thick, and they're short sleeve. I actually haven't paid attention to a lot of the robes. I don't think short sleeve robes are very common, are they? I don't know, I'm not digging it. I just kind of feel a little bare. Let's take a look outside. This is the view from floor number 53. This is my panoramic suite, making this a panoramic view. Basically, that means it's just a high floor. So if you get a panoramic suite at Wynn or Encore, that just means you're on one of the top floors. Last time, when I was at Encore, I was on floor 62. That was spectacular. Floor 53 is really good. That floor 62 was really, really special. Here's what's going on outside. Golf course, triple digits are here, like I said, so not that many people golfing right now. This is the only golf course on this trip, which reinforces why Wynn and Encore is so cool. Here are all the pools. That's one reason why I really enjoy having the panoramic floor, because you keep your eye on all of the action. Way over there is the Wynn pool. The pool furthest to the back is their adult European pool. They always keep those pools isolated and privatized because, well, they're adult and European. You know what I mean by that. There's their regular pool. Their regular pool design is really cool. How it's just that little canal with two huge oval ends on it. That is ultra trick. Now here is my favorite pool of all time. That is the Encore pool. That's the adult pool right there, the circular one. And then there is the regular pool, which is quite great. And then there is Encore Beach Club. And like I said, if you're on one of these high floors, you can really keep your eye on the action, take a look at the weather, take a look at the sun, and you can just insert yourself wherever the action is. And if you are staying at Encore, you can certainly insert yourself into the action because you have access to all the pools. If you're at Wynn, you only have access to the Wynn pool. You can't come over to Encore. But if you're at Encore, you can go to Encore, of course, and go over the Wynn, which makes Encore just a little bit cooler. All right, so it's day number 10 on the most legendary Vegas trip ever. I'm kind of working my way through these hotels. I'm off to Circa. A lot of you have been requesting Circa. I'm finally going to it. I'm quite excited. I'm feeling great right now, feeling amazing. I'm not gonna lie, last couple of days were really, really tough. It was days number 8 and number 9, and that's usually where I start questioning the trip and questioning my life. But I have pulled through, feeling amazing. I've turned the corner, and I can't wait to get going on the second part of this trip. All right, this next segment, I have to preface it like this. I'm an idiot. I'm not a doctor. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Do not listen to me. This is strictly for entertainment. Consult your doctor before you do anything. Ignore James. He's a dummy. Okay, I have to say that. I'll say it again if you want me to, but just go ahead and rewind what I just said. Okay, this is strictly for entertainment purposes, but I want to talk about my 2 biggest hacks for Vegas, okay? Now, this may not be legal depending on your state or depending on where you're from. Check your local laws, consult your doctor, get a prescription. That's what I did. Okay, well, I want to talk about my 2 biggest hacks for health and hangovers and energy in Vegas. You just can't get this. Like I said, it is a prescription. It's pretty readily available. If you go to a doctor, you're going to get it, but I highly, highly recommend it. So the first one is for hangovers, okay? And there are a ton of like homeopathic and like holistic hangover things, like a ton of water or Pedialyte or this or that. But I'll tell you what, if you've had a real deal hangover, they're Tylenol, aspirin, Aleve, nothing is going to help. You can drink 5 gallons of water. You can drink coconut water. You can take a couple more shots, hair of the dog. Nothing helps. Am I right or am I right? If you've had a bad one, you know what I'm talking about. Well, I discovered this a few years ago, well, more than a few years ago, and it helps me every single time. It's a guaranteed hangover cure. Now, the only issue is the medication isn't prescribed for hangovers. It's prescribed for migraines. And again, don't listen to me, okay? This is wrong. Don't do this. Consult your doctor. James is not a doctor. He's an idiot. But what I do for a hangover every time I got a bad one is I take one of my migraine pills, okay? I take Imitrex. I also take Maxalt. So you can get Maxalt or Imitrex. They both kind of work the same, tomato. And I'll tell you what, within 1 hour, it is gone, okay? But you have to consult your doctor. This is a little bit more potent than Aleve or Tylenol, okay? But if you want a guaranteed hangover thing, or if you get bad headaches once in a while and Aleve and aspirin and Advil do nothing for you, I'll tell you what, get some Imitrex, and this thing will cure any hangover. And it's really key when you're traveling, because if you have a really rough night when you travel, or if you're like me, when you spend a ton of time at altitude and get dehydrated, you're only on the road for, let's say, maybe 3 or 4 days. Let's say you're in Miami for a long weekend. You can't afford to be laid up in your hotel room for 24 to 36 hours, right? That's a vacation killer. One of these Imitrex will take care of a hangover like you wouldn't believe. You'll be feeling spry within 60 minutes. So again, consult your doctor, don't listen to me. But if you want one of my biggest hacks for headaches, this is the biggest hack for headache of all time. Imitrex or Maxalt, consult your doctor, get a prescription if you suffer from headaches. This last one is quasi-legal. I have a prescription for it, okay? You need a prescription in most states, but I'm talking straight B12. Actually, I'm not even talking straight B12. I'm talking B12 and B complex, all right? Now, this is the real deal, right? This is the real deal, Holyfield. The pills, forget about them. It's like 2% bioavailability. You need to take like the whole bottle every day in order to even maybe come close to like what a tenth of this would do, all right? So you need the liquid, and it is optional on how you administer it. You can drink it, but you're gonna run into the same problem as the pills. The absorption through the stomach lining is not nearly what it would be as if you know where I'm going with this, all right? Yeah, you have to inject it. It's just like getting a B12 shot. I mean, this is what it is. So you're administering your own B12 shot. I do one of these right before I leave, and then a couple days after I land, just to make sure I keep my vitality, my energy, my metabolism, everything up. I actually take one B12 and one B complex every single week, okay? And this is great for anti-aging. This is great for your skin, great for your energy, great for your metabolism. It'll basically just do wonders for your life in general. For traveling, when you're spending a lot of time at altitude and you're constantly depleting your body, you're dehydrated, you're not eating the best because you're on the road, these little guys will absolutely change your life, okay? So B12, B6, you can get the shots, but the shots are like $25. I think maybe 5 of these are $25, okay? So if you get a prescription, or if you consult your doctor, or whatever you have to do to get them, in some states, I believe it's legal, okay? I don't know the laws. Like I said, I have a prescription, but if you can get your hands on some of these and some of these, and of course, getting over the obstacle of administering it too. If you have to find someone to administer it or administer it yourself, they will make you feel fantastic, especially when you're traveling. So Imitrex, B6, B12, it's how I stay lively. It's how I stay spry on these trips.